Alright, it's time to sell your kids, divorce your wife, abandon your parents and quit your goddamn job because you don't have time. IPL has started. It's KKR versus CSK already. Dhoni is still there. He's not the captain, but let's not start there. Let's start with CSK only. Let's start with their probable 11. What do you think is going to happen this year for CSK? Because there's a lot of things that are happening. And first of them is Mahendra Singh Dhoni is no longer the captain, and he just realized this 2 days before the IPL was starting. He's like, okay, now I'm thinking that I will not be the captain. I said, no problem. And the CSK issued a statement that he will not be the captain, but he'll play with us, and he'll play with us till India wins the Football World Cup, which is pretty much never. So Dhoni will be playing forever. Do you have any comment on that? What is happening?
Yeah, so much drama is happening actually. Just before we started recording this podcast, there has been drama with Rajasthan Royals admin, and I don't know whether it's a prank or not.
Prank, it's spoof. They got me. I thought it was real. And I was angry. Luckily, I don't have any social media.
So this could still be a prank, but knowing Chennai Super Kings, I don't think they make any jokes.
This is not a joke. This is real. This is real.
But yeah, I think, coming back to reality.
No, but I want to ask you the question. What do you think about this thing? And now does this mean can Dhoni be dropped on form? Or also going blind?
Dhoni is never going.
Can he ever be dropped?
He can't be dropped. I mean, something can happen like, when it's like an inconsequential match. Because Dhoni himself doesn't come out
so
to bat.
So will Jadeja come out and say like Dhoni ke baal mein dard hai? Something like that. Like they come up with these kind of excuses, right? Uske baal mein dard hai. That's what they said about Raina कि हल्का सा कुछ spasm हुआ हल्का सा उनको उसके बाद कभी जिंदगी में नहीं खेले.
नहीं चाचा
something happened and then वो तो पहले था but then after that he never ever played in the history of everything.
Right. No, but yeah, I think that Dhoni will not be dropped. I don't think so because it's basically his team.
Drop? No. I'm not saying. I didn't say drop. Don't kill us. Don't find us and kill us. All I was saying on form, sometimes he can be rested.
He can be rested. Yeah, he will be rested.
I have this question for you: is that will Dhoni be retiring at the end of this IPL? Because everybody's asking. I have an opinion. My opinion is yes. It just I can see the signs. This is how Dhoni does these things.
Yeah, but I don't think so because I think what they're trying to do is to have him play his last match at Chennai, which is not going to be possible this year. So they'll probably drag him.
How long will we wait? What if it's not possible next year also? Keep playing.
Then I don't know, but I.
So you think he's gonna play more, right?
I think he'll play more. He might not play the whole season.
Remember this podcast? I said he won't. He said he will. He knows better. I don't know. It's not. I'm hanging out with Dhoni's wife. She's too fat for me.
But everyone is saying that this is probably Dhoni's last season. But I just feel because it's a big thing, right? And it's people are crazy about him, and I just feel that even if he doesn't play the whole season next season, he will still play some matches in his second home.
That's just weird. I'm just going to go play home time. He's going to become next James Anderson? What the fuck is going on? Okay, just talk about the team. There's like Gaikwad. Like, just give me your opinion on anything. Gaikwad is there. Uthappa will be opening with him. Moin is still stuck in England somehow. I don't know what's happening. Rayudu, Jadeja is the new captain. Then Shivam Dubey and some guy, KM Asif. I don't even know who this fucking guy is, but apparently must be good. What do you think? Is it going to be like another slow year just the way it happened 2 years ago? Or it's going to be another great year for them? Tushar Deshpande is also there. The one who we trolled earlier when we started podcasting. We used to troll this guy. Then because we trolled him so much, he got dropped and they have picked him up. So it must be something good, right? Will he make Tushar Deshpande what they did to Hazelwood? Great T20 bowler.
I'm not too sure about Chennai again this year. I know they're defending champions, but it's a drastically different IPL season this year because obviously a lot of players are gone. Although the core team is still there, and now it's being played on same 4 venues, which again might help them later on. The pitches might slow down, so it might help them. But I just feel that, I mean, the bowling wise, they look very thin. Like, who are these people?
Chahar is injured. That's what I was saying. He's not even going to come in. And if you're a fast bowler, you don't just come out of injury and suddenly...
Yeah, because they broke the bank for Chahar. They couldn't buy anyone else.
Broken.
And they couldn't buy anyone else. And eventually, in fact, I remember Chahar said he was worried that why they are, spending so much money on
Yeah,
him.
he was kind of being like all humble about it. He's like, I wouldn't like it. It was like going far too far. Then they'll not have any more money to
Exactly.
because I'm about to get injured. Oh, cut that, please, cut that, please.
So I just feel that bowling wise they are pretty much very thin. But yeah, I mean it's Chennai.
Dhoni can bowl. They have another keeper. Uthappa can keep whatever it is. So you don't think they have a chance this time? We'll come back to that maybe.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Mumbai 11. Their captain is still Rosha. I've coined this name Rosha, Rohit Sharma. Because Rohit and other things, Rosha. That's just a nice name, Rosha. So now Rahul Chahar has already shifted teams. Rosha is there. He's been the greatest captain in IPL history. Okay, I know it's Mahendra Singh Dhoni, but he has won 5 times. So he is. The $1 million question for you is that apart from the team, just before you go on the team, will Arjun Tendulkar fill the hole left by the big hole crater left by Trent Bolt's departure? I mean, they're both left arm pacers, right? I mean, same.
Yeah.
Same. What do you think? Is he ever going to play a game?
I think this year he might play a game because they are Sir Jofra Archer is not there, so there might be a bowler short. I don't know.
Dude, if he plays and they lose, I think his career will be over. Okay.
No, I mean, what is the point of taking him if you're never going to? Because last season he didn't play. This season they have increased his salary also. So I mean, he should be playing at least.
If CSK can pay 8 point some crores for Gotham and never ever play him, I mean that's imagine that job you got. It's like, and you'll be like, okay. It's not even you have to stay there for a year. He's like staying there for 8 weeks and you just leave, and you can just say like, oh, मेरे को पैर में दर्द है मैं bubble से बाहर जा रहा हूँ. It's perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel that this year he might get chance because see, Taimel Mills, I don't know, man.
There's Unatkar, there's some Tilak Verma person. I don't know who these people are.
Unatkar, you know.
Plus, there's overpriced. I know Unatkar. I'm just saying he's not good enough.
He's not good enough, right?
Tilak Verma, Taimel Mills. Taimel Mills is like, he was dating Virat Kohli once.
Right.
That's why he paid him a lot of money. But Virat Kohli got confused. When you're dating, you don't pay. That's like prostitution. But yeah, that's what happens. But Taimel Mills got the right price this time. I want to talk a little bit about overpriced Kishan. Now he got paid, off my memory, 15.25 crores.
Yeah.
And I think he's feeling the heat. He's given an interview that he is not feeling the heat. Sangakkara, whatever the coach is, Jayawardene, he's come out and said he's not feeling the heat. Everybody's. What else are you going to say? He's feeling the heat? I mean, sometimes I don't understand. Like, you're just saying, like, do you love your children? Is there any other answer? It's like people ask me, who are you with, Ukraine or Russia? I was like, is there any other answer? I was like, what the fuck is that kind of question? People get upset about that. That's just something like that. So do you think, I think he is, I'm just saying the difference between Sky, Surya Kumar Yadav and him is that Surya Kumar Yadav does not feel the price tag pressure regardless of whatever. He just plays his game. But Ishan Kishan is facing that thing and I think he's going to melt. He's going to have sometime he's going to obviously over a match over 14 games. I'm just saying 14 games because I think they might not even qualify. I think he's going to perform like 2 or 3 matches max, and that will not be good enough for his price tag.
And I think he was already feeling the pressure when he was picked for India.
And he was feeling the pressure even towards the end also.
Right. And he's someone I think I mean not suddenly but now. Because everyone was talking about him like he's a great keeper, he's a great batsman, but there was no spotlight. There was no
about keeping, but yeah, he's definitely a very very good batsman. I'm just saying there will be a person who will melt under the pressure of 15.25 CR.
Yeah, that's what I'm coming to. So I mean, from when he started playing for Mumbai, because he's playing for Mumbai from beginning, right? So and he performed very well. But there was no spotlight on him, right? Because he was not near getting into Indian team. He was this young guy. He didn't have any responsibility. I saw that Mumbai Indians documentary also on Netflix or some place, I guess. Mm-hmm. So there I can clearly see he was like very like happy-go-lucky guy, and now suddenly it's real, right? You are at the cusp.
Real bitches.
Yeah, because now it is clearly said that India is looking for newer keepers and he's getting paid this much. So it's like suddenly you become parent. So when you become parent,
and he's a parent.
Yeah. So I mean I know the feeling. That's why I said.
Today another podcast person. He's changing jobs.
So
you don't do that.
So yeah, this will be the real test of Ishan Kishan, and whatever we have seen, how he has fared so far. I agree with you. I think it'll be a
Yeah, he gets nervy. He
nightmarish.
gets nervy. So my concern is Rosha is like, he's a great captain. There's no doubt about that. But his personal performances have been very ordinary. His fitness level are poor. His catching might be okay at times, but he can't field to save his life or his wife. Kishan is overpriced. He's going to feel the pressure. Sky is there. I think he's still injured at last. What I checked. There's some Tilak Verma. I've never heard of this guy. Pollard, not the best years. There's Tim David. Tim David has to fire. Daniel Sams, I think they're just putting too much money on this guy's economy is probably 10, 11 or some shit like that. Then there's Unadkar and Markande. Garibo ka Ashwin is there, which is Murugan, a lot of Murugan. And Taima Mill, which is Kohli's ex, as I said, Bumrah. But Bumrah will most likely not play. That's as Bikram was saying, if Arjun is fit. His words, not mine. So let's move on. You think they'll qualify for the finals? We'll talk about it later, actually.
That we'll talk about.
Let's talk about KKR. Everybody's
so stick around for the podcast till the end. We'll
share our predictions.
Very shocking. Yeah,
shocking. We'll still be wearing clothes. It'll be shocking. You might not be wearing clothes. Please wear clothes to watch our podcast. This is a minimum requirement. Please. Okay. All right. So let's talk about KKR. They have a lot of amazing players. They have a lot of Ayers. There's Venkatesh Ayers. There's Suresh Ayers. And as far as Crick Booze, it's actually Crick Buzz, but we get information from Crick Booze. Crick Booze is saying that Jinx is going to open with Iyer. I mean,
oh my god,
I don't know, just kill me and don't even
fire.
Sorry.
Nice.
Okay. Nitish Rana was bought for around, I don't know what, don't remember, around 10 crore, some ridiculous amount. Sam Bennings has to fire. There's the wicket keeper. Then Dre Russ is there. Narayan is there. Cummins is there. Cummins is not a great T20 bowler. He's going to be okay, but he bats.
He's also coming after 3 or 4 matches.
3 or 4 matches. Chakravarti, he gets injured. He gets more injured than Rosha.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about Shreyas Iyer a little bit. He's proven his mettle as a batter, and I have no doubt right now that he's a great batter. But will Iyer prove to be the real deal as a captain for KKR in the crunch moments, the crunch matches? And how is this guy going to be better than the other blind guy they had who took them to the final and then they got dropped?
I think he'll be better than, it's a big
I'm
call.
talking about Morgan. His name is Owen Morgan, but everybody calls him Ewan Morgan.
Yeah, I think he'll be okay, Shreyas Iyer, because I think from last year, I'm just noticing that he has matured a bit. Probably to do with his he's become consistent also. It feels like he knows what he's doing now. So I feel he'll be better than what he did in DC. If you go by records, they qualified, so he did pretty well. But in crunch moments, we saw that he used to, lose the plot. So, correct. But I think now he has some experience. Now he has played for India, and it feels like he has cemented his place, at least in the 15 Indian team. So I think he'll be more calm, more composed, and now it's like, they have just picked him KKR and made him captain straight away. So I just feel that all these things will come together and he'll perform better as a captain. I still don't see how he's going to be better than Owen Morgan. My concern is they already have 4. I can see Sam Billings will be there. He's a wicket keeper. Does Nitish Rana have a wicket keeper as well? Did he? Or I'm just getting confused. Because Dre Russ, Narayan, Cummins will be playing, right? Yeah.
So how will you actually play Aaron Finch, who is the Alex Hales
so Cummins will not start for the first 4 matches.
That's what I'm saying. Jinx, I'm just saying if there's a rule of 4.
Right.
So I'm just saying Jinx can actually open, which is I don't think that's a good idea at all. Because if you have Aaron Finch, now Alex Hales is gone.
Finch will also not be available, right? He'll be in Pakistan.
Finch is also playing.
Oh yeah, he plays for the...
I'm just saying when they come back, his name is Jinx, but he's just most lucky bastard ever.
That's why
they are getting paid for this thing? Because you were his agent, right?
Ex-agent.
He's like, you got him back. He's like, now you're freelancing him.
No, sir, because I think what they're saying, this is the probable starting 11 for now, because Cummins is not there, then...
No, but my point is that, because other Sam Billings is there, Dre Russ, Narayan and Cummins will play. Right. So, they might have to play Jinx.
They'll have to play...
Jinx has to get out on 0 multiple times.
That's what I'm saying. That
it's very difficult to drop Jinx.
Yeah.
Yeah, it takes 7 years.
It was so difficult for Virat Kohli to do it, so who is Shreyas Iyer?
He had to end his own career.
Right, he had to quit his captaincy to drop Jinx. Come on. So yeah, I think if you have to play Jinx, you have to open with him. I don't see him coming in the middle overs and just cock blocking everyone.
I can say Cummins coming in. Let's talk about SRH. Nobody's talking about. This is a team which was a great team which finished in top 4 all the time, and then they just melted away last season, and a lot of drama happened. David Warner was the greatest IPL batsman, according to me. Stats back that up as well. Well, he's completely gone, but now they look more clueless as Marcus Rashford looks in a Manchester United shirt. Kane Williamson is still injured. He's the captain. I really believe in this guy, but one man cannot just row the entire boat, right? Now they have Abhishek Sharma to open with Kane, Rahul Tripathi, Pooran will coming. Pooran is like always hot and cold. Marker and somebody I felt like a lot of potential, but he never performs. That's the weirdest part. But he
Yeah.
does bowl, and now he got dropped from the last match also. And by the way, South Africa lost that 2-1 series
Yeah.
ODI against Bangladesh at home, right?
Yeah, at home. Yeah.
My goodness.
They got out for what?
When there's not super pressure, right? Bangladesh is actually a very good team. So that's what I'm saying, that they are a good team, but when there's like, crunch matches, they get like Romario Shepherd is there. Then there's injury prone Sundar, who's probably still injured. They were like struggling. And once a great Bhuvi is there. Umran Malik, who chucks the ball at 150 throws. I'm not blaming chucking. And then Natarajan, who's apparently still injured or not injured, we don't know. Any hope with this team?
No.
Any comments on this team?
It's it's a Frankenstein team. They have just bought players who were available, and we talked about it during the auction. They were completely clueless whom they want to buy. They were going for everyone and just raising their prices. And look at that team. There's no core team. Who is there apart from Kane? Kane and
Kane hasn't even played the last series, so he's still injured. He's coming, although he showed up there. But he can't be like performing at his best.
Samad, and I think they just retained Umran Malik, Abdul Samad, and Kane. So both other two players are just upcoming players. And you have Markram and Pooran, who have never fulfilled their potential ever.
They just like never fulfill their potential. So I don't know. Like Pooran will be keeping. Apparently, they're saying Pooran will be the captain till Williamson comes in.
Yeah, God save that team. So I don't see them doing.
Pooran ho gaya bhaiya. All right, RCB, everybody's favorite team after CSK, after Mumbai Indians. Okay, but it is favorite. It's pretty high up there. Now they seem to have a good team, but the old problem still remains. I really like Faf as a captain, even before he's captain in a single match, because he can't be worse than Kohli, because Kohli has won nothing. Okay, as much as I love Kohli hasn't won anything. Kohli will open with Faf. Also want you to ask you if he should open or not. I think he should open, because otherwise it doesn't make any sense. As long as he doesn't play like a fucking pinch hitter, which he's been doing in the last IPL. Then Anuj Rawat will come one down. Whosoever these people, apart from Faf, Virat and Maxi, somebody has to become a fucking proper batsman, because that's the biggest downfall for these people. Nobody else. Anuj Rawat and Manipal Lormore will be there. Other two batsmen. Then DK is there. I have no idea why they bought DK. Then Hasaranga, they broke the bank for Hasaranga. Harshal Patel is there. I actually trust Harshal Patel. Shahbaz, he's probably not performed the same levels, but Harshal Patel is the real deal. Then obviously Siraj, who speaks a lot of English, except he doesn't know any English, which is the paradox. That's what Siraj is. And then Hazelwood is here. Faf du Plessis, what do you think? Faf du Plessis said, my captaincy is exactly like Mahendra Singh Dhoni. I don't know what he's trying to say. He's trying to say we're going to win the IPL 4 times in one season. I don't know what he's saying.
So when all the teams were announced and during the auction, we thought that at least I thought that Royal Challengers have missed the mark and their team looked a bit ordinary. But now looking at all the teams and all the combination, I feel that they have not done a bad job. Obviously, there are question marks on the newer players, Anuj Rawat, who I think who is playing for the first time.
And number 3.
Yeah, and Manipal Lomror. He has been doing well in domestic, but domestic and IPL, 2 different ball games. So again, it's the same story. There is a lot of potential. At least they have good bowling this time.
Yes.
So Hasaranga is there, Harshal Patel.
He's not happy by your comment, by the way. He is not happy.
Because if you just look at the bowling, Hasaranga.
Like, I'm gone, you think we are better. Suck on that. Never coming to your podcast.
Less cringe in RCB also now, because he has gone. So Hasaranga, Harshal Patel, Shahbaz Ahmed, I'll talk about him later, and Siraj and Hazel. So there are 4 international bowlers. And Shahbaz Ahmed is actually, he's been traveling with the Indian team, so apparently they rate him well. So just looking at this, I feel that their bowling is very good, because that had been their concern a lot of times. and it's just again the same question. But batting also, if they how they were using Maxi, they were keeping him back and using him as a finisher. So it'll be interesting. But I feel now that it's not such a bad team as we thought before. Just looking at because the other teams are also having a lot of.
My main question is, why have they bought this commentator?
Who?
DK.
DK, yeah.
Is there a,
Yeah, that I
but
don't
they've kind
know.
of balanced it, because apparently I heard Suresh Raina has become commentator.
Right.
I'm going to
Hindi.
put it on mute whenever he's speaking.
Hindi commentator.
Hindi, okay, thank God.
So I think DK they have bought again to play as a finisher, because apparently everyone says this, and he has done it also a couple of times, where he came and just played for whenever he comes for 10-12 balls, he just plays surprisingly well.
But you talk about 2019.
Exactly.
I haven't seen that shit before after that.
So-
you know what happened last time also in the final, right? They just
Exactly.
choked all of them.
So, but I think that time what has happened is, if we talk about KKR, there was a lot of pressure on these people, because they were the main guys. Here they are not the main guys, because the main guys are Kohli, Faf, Maxi.
But he has a role, right? He has to.
So he has a role,
but
but I think there will be lesser pressure on
he's
him.
not even a good keeper anymore. Like, I'm not sure what's going on.
Yeah,
But I think Virat Kohli will be like up his ass, like, just to make. Although I'm not sure Virat Kohli is supposed to be, because he's not the captain anymore. All right, I didn't say it. You said it. But you think DK will be the greatest captain, and Faf is a better captain than Kohli. You're already putting water in the oil in the fire. Okay, let's talk about Delhi Capitals. I was born in New Delhi. You have been to New Delhi. Everybody has been to New Delhi. Taken a bus, plane, anything, or bought weed from New Delhi. So let's talk about their team. Looks very good, although a lot of people are missing. Sean Warner will open, Mitch Marsh will be coming, and then Panties will come in number 4. Panties is Rishabh Pant. Then Rovman Powell, Sarfraz Khan, Akshar Patel, Lord Thakur, Nokia, original Kuldeep, because there's a lot of Kuldeeps apparently. Like we found out while the auction was going on. Chetan Sakaria. DC really looks like the real deal. We felt that way. They had the best auction. They had the best team, even if they lost so many people.
Right.
But is Pant, again, the question still remains: is Pant the real captain? I mean, he's really can he take them to a title? Last time he got 2 10s. When we were watching the matches, just looked 2 10s. He didn't enjoy it anymore. I mean, he just became a different person, and that was a problem. And I think the problem hasn't changed. And they're going to perform very well, and they're definitely going to make the top 4.
I think Warner will make a difference for them, for at least for Pant, because I think he'll get a lot of support from Warner. Because if you remember last season, they were a good team, but there was no leadership. Like a leader kind of person. There was Steve Smith, but he was not playing most of the matches anyway. So it was not like he couldn't say anything, right? And here at least Warner is. I think he'll play all the matches.
Warner will definitely play all the matches.
So I just feel that
Mitch Marsh will be there, yeah.
with Warner, Pant will, I mean, he'll get help from him. I don't know how much he'll listen to him, because he never listens to anyone. But yeah, I think their team is good. Captaincy, again, this is because every team has some question mark, right? So I think this team, the question mark would be the captaincy. And
Nokia's availability and how Nokia comes back after injury. He hasn't played in the last 5 months. Last he was seen in early November.
And even Kuldeep, right? Even Kuldeep, because we have been saying this Kuldeep has a lot of potential, but KKR, they simply dropped him, right? So so it'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting.
Ponting will help.
That's what Ponting has said.
I think Ponting's plan was actually he'll call his mate Shane to help him out, but now Shane is not there anymore. I think the plan has fallen flat. So Kuldeep is going to be like, okay, maybe just make him proud, because Kuldeep used to talk about how Shane helped him so much about so many things. So, but I think this is one guy, like, from a talent point, I can't challenge it. But I think his brain is just like, he just loses it, man.
Yeah, exactly. And I'll be the happiest person if he actually performs, because I just feel that he's got some sort of raw deal also. He gets picked in Indian team, but it doesn't get that long run. I mean, he got a longer run in limited over cricket, but I think it just feels like they could have handled him better.
They could have. I also feel at the same time that, agreeing to your point completely, I still feel like he and Yu picked dropping big R. Ashwin and the Jadeja also. So, like, they had dropped the biggest spinners for him, And I think that time just takes very high. You have to perform, and he's been
Right.
taken everywhere. And when the crunch matches have happened, he has never performed, and he just kind of just melts down. I just feel like this just performance pressure comes into play.
That is
Because
fair.
you see his bowling, he just from a spinning point of view, I think he's amazing.
When he gets hit, he loses his mind.
He loses his
That
You're
everyone
supposed to
knows.
get it. That's what Warning used to say. Like, you're gonna get hit. It's
Yeah.
part of it. Once you accept it, you said, okay. You in fact take it as like, okay, you're hitting me. That means you see it as a chance of getting a wicket, not as a chance you got hit for a six. Right. So whenever today also when finally the greatest Australian off spinner, that Baldy, the goat, they call him goat. Just get over it. Okay. Nathan Lyon got 5 today, which means he's gonna play another 5 years.
Nathan
He's gonna
Lyon,
break
isn't
everybody.
Isn't he Leon?
Nathan Leon's Leoning. Sunny Leon's brother. Okay, let's move on from there. Whatever happens, hopefully Nokia comes back. I think Nokia is the linchpin because Pant will not change because Pant was always there. And Nokia was, because now they've sold Rabada as well.
Right.
Lucknow Super Giants. Now they have interesting team. I really like Lucknow. Oh, yeah, Lucknow is a great team. Great batsman KL opening with Cock. Everybody's name starting with K. Manish Pandey. Stoinis is there. The Muscles. Huda. Jason Holder. Krunal Pandya. Okay, that is not good, but okay, they paid a lot of money for him. And this was actually just because the bidding war deliberately run by Gujarat Titans, which is sponsored by his brother, obviously. And Shahbaz Nadeem is there, who Virat Kohli doesn't like much. Bishnoi is there, who people are comparing to Rashid Khan. I think too much. Avesh Khan, who is Avesh Khan? And then Dushmantha Chamira, an international player. Now, KL is still injured. Mark Wood is out of the season. Andrew Ty has been his replacement now. What do you think about this team? KL is still KL no matter what happens.
Yeah. I think it's better than SRH. That's
Definitely, a team as a team, it's really good. I just
It's
have
really good.
my apprehensions. I just feel
I think-
KL is just a shit captain. Like, as far as captains go, Joe Root and KL are like at par of being shit.
No, definitely, because I think that everyone agrees. And but I'm really excited to see how they go because they have Gautam Gambhir as mentor, and
Gotham.
and he
I
has.
think if somebody's surname, he just lives up to the face value. The word. He is Gambhir. He is very Gambhir. Nobody's seen him smile ever.
And I think he said something about KL Rahul and his captaincy that either he will. I don't exactly remember.
Was he
but-
honest?
But he said, yeah, he was honest. So but he said something about that he has to improve or something like that. I don't remember exactly, but I feel that Gautam Gambhir, I know he gets a lot of shit for a lot of things, but I feel that he's a good I mean, he understands what is going on, and he doesn't sugarcoat anything.
Correct.
So I feel
He's
that
stubborn about certain things, I can understand, but yes, if he can't make it worse for KL.
correct.
But KL is like, why do I always get these stern people? Why do I always get intense people? It was first Kumble, now it's Gambhir.
Yeah.
It's not working out very well. We just get very tense. Also, they have Andy Flower as the assistant coach. I believe.
Right. So I just feel that they have good support staff or whatever you call them. So it
Yeah.
will be interesting. I think it'll help KL Rahul because definitely India is looking at him as a future captain, including Pant. So I think this is a good setup for KL Rahul to go. I don't know how they'll perform this season, but the team looks good, and there are good players. I like Bishnoi. I really think that he can.
Oh, another person think Bishnu is Rashid Khan.
I'm not saying he's Rashid Khan. I'm just saying that he is good. So let's see. I feel that captaincy, it'll be a big test of KL Rahul's captaincy because he has completely switched team. Like
Yeah, luckily our podcast not popular. If Bishnu actually found out that we are talking nice about him, we will melt under pressure. Under pressure.
No, I don't think he's like Kuldeep. I think
He's all right, except he drops a lot of catches.
He drops a, that's and it takes very
Maybe
amazing
he's
catches
taken
also.
People keep talking about this. He keeps dropping dollies. Jesus Christ, like that's just
No,
one
no,
time.
he has to improve.
People
He-
say he's a great. Then he keeps dropping, keeps misfielding. He's not. A
No,
good-
obviously he has to
That
improve.
was just happened by chance. That just happened. He took a couple of them. That was by fluke, and he's actually not a good fielder.
He's not a good fit, so he'll have to improve. That definitely, it's not. We are not saying that he's complete
We have
package.
Krunal also. We have to handle this guy also. Bloody hell, will be playing.
But I just feel that he's a good character. He comes from a very good sporting family also. So let's see what happens.
Yeah. Anyway, before we forget, I forgot that RCB had also retained Mr. Nads, who's their best batsman, best bowler, best coach, best captain, best support staff. best everything. All right, so about Gujarat Titan, these guys are very confused. Their name was Ahmedabad, then they became Gujarat. I do not know. Their name keeps changing all the time. Okay, now I think their name is changing again, which I'll tell you in a bit. So they're opening with Shubman Gill and Matthew Wade. Then there's 3D Shankar. I don't know how many D's are left here because 3D Shankar was supposed to be there. Then they have the all-rounder. I'm just calling him the all-rounder. Some people call him Hardik Pandya. Okay, I just call him the all-rounder.
I was wondering where is Hardik Pandya?
Yeah, that's all. He's all-rounder.
I never thought that it's all.
So he's the all-rounder.
Okay.
And that's what I'm calling him.
Oh my God, two all-rounders.
He's the perfect definition of all-rounder who doesn't do anything.
And there are two such
He
all-rounders.
stopped batting. Also, somebody is even telling me that he's not even going to play the IPL now. There's Miller, who's also underperformed everywhere. There's Gurkirat Singh. Tewatia is there, who got paid, I think, several $1 million just to be here. Rashid Khan, that's definitely on. Then R. Sai Kishore. I love all these long names. Then Mohammad Shami and Sir Loki Ferguson.
Loki?
Loki, the one you eat? Oh, he's very low-key. Very low-key. Okay, Loki Ferguson. What do you think about this? We don't even know if Hardik Pandya is going to play the IPL.
I think he's cleared, I think, now to play.
Is he cleared? Okay,
Yeah,
I don't know. Then he's going to I'm cleared, but I can only bat. Okay.
But I think they said that he has to bowl. I don't know how this works. Like they're mandating that he has to bowl.
We can't mandate somebody he has to bowl. Like, what the hell is that all about? It's
But-
not like you're a wicket keeper and you have to wicket keeper. Like, nobody has to do anything.
This team will. I don't see this team performing at least this season. I mean, Gill. We still don't know how. Like he's injured most of the time, and I don't know why Siri has got activated. Let me
Okay,
just.
hopefully. Shut the fuck up, mate. See?
Okay, thank you, Siri. So yeah, I think Wade is there. Wade is wading.
Wade is definitely good and he's going to be the wicket keeper, I believe, for them.
Yeah, obviously the wicket keeper. But now, if you see after that, 3D Shankar again disappointing. All rounder Hardik Pandya.
See, all their players are 3Ds, right? All right, does everything.
So
So all round
they're
supposed to
all-
be wicket keep also.
They're all underperforming people, right? 3D Shankar,
Apart from
Hardik,
Rashid Khan, they're
Hardik
like the
Pandya.
team of
No, I'm just
underperformers.
talking about these three people.
Oh, yeah.
Miller, and then Tivatia. I mean, apart from hitting those big sixes, I don't remember him doing. I mean, he bowls well, but I just feel like so many underperforming people and so many question marks because some teams have couple of question marks. This team has a lot.
All right.
So I think they'll be competing with SRH.
All right, they were also banking on Jason Roy because they bought him for 2 crores. Jason Roy realized 2 crores too less, so he told everybody that I love you, thank you for doing this, but I'm not coming, fuck off. So some guy whose name is difficult to pronounce, Ramanullah Gurbaz, has replaced him. Apparently his record in T20 internationals for another Afghanistan player. This team can be I think after Ahmedabad, Gujarat, it will probably become Afghanistan also because they have the maximum Afghanistani players and probably all of them will be playing because they have to.
Right.
So they have to. It's like, sir, we can't put in him. They have to. Okay, now Jason Roy, but you think they're going to be fighting for the wooden spoon, which is the bottom spoon coming last. Is that what you think?
Exactly.
But you haven't seen Punjab's team yet. It gets better. They have Shikhar Dhawan
It's
starting.
okay,
They have
Punjab
Mayank,
team.
who's the captain. Now they have Johnny Bairstow. Livingston, who never performs, but he hits big. SRK is there, not the superstar. This guy is the superstar because they are getting paid around almost 10 crores for him as well.
Nice. He has done well.
Audience Smith, then Harpreet Brar is there. His name is Harpreet Brar, or I don't know what the one.
Brar,
and then
yeah.
Rabada is there, and Sandy Sharma is there. Arshdeep and Rahul Chahar, who is not happy. He's not happy. He's like, my career. I know you'll probably pay me more money, but I'm like, I want to go back to Mumbai. I'll never win anything. I'll come last. I just hate it. Now, Mayank Agarwal is at the helm. He's the captain. He's a new driver. But I think it's going to be same old outcome. Failure. Punjab, failure. They'll be PT Inta showing her fucking old dimples to people. It's like, how amazing you are. And Ness Wadia will still be sitting there with somebody. Both of them were together when they started this thing. Both of them, they got married with somebody else.
And didn't Preeti Zinta accuse him of molesting her?
Oh, she does all these kind of things.
And they're still, like running the team. Like how
money. When it comes, because it's not even her money particularly.
Yeah,
She's bought it because of him,
Right.
and she must have signed some contract that because
Unke-
she didn't have the star value and stuff like that.
नाम पे वो होगा ना contract
There's
होगा.
always like this. There's other people. The ugly people put the money. The perceived good-looking people take it. What do you think about this Punjab Kings?
I think they're better than Gujarat and SRH.
They are.
Yeah, I just feel, because see the batting, Dhawan is there. Who
Even the standards are really low.
I mean, just think about it. Dhawan is there. Mayank again has not performed to his.
No, they look good. Actually, in fact, the batting lineup when I'm looking at
Johnny
Dhawan, Mayank,
Bairstow.
Johnny Bairstow, Livingston
Livingston.
can perform SRK as you.
And
as you're
SRK
saying.
is one of the only, like finishers, Indian finishers. I don't see any other Indian finishers. I mean, we have RCB has bought DK. Like this is the standard. So SRK. I think.
And audience with apparently can hit a long ball.
Yeah, and he's a So audience met, yeah, correct. And then they have in bowling they have Rabada.
This is big guy, right, who whips it.
Haan.
So I think it doesn't look bad, and let's just see what Mayank does because nobody knows how good Mayank will be.
And if Mayank actually delivers, he might become the Indian captain also. Who knows?
I mean, he might become the next KL. Gets too confused what to do. Okay, last thing we'll talk about Rajasthan Royals, our favorite team. This is Shane Warne's team when IPL started in 2008. 14 years ago, this is the 15th edition. We were like, if you started 14 years ago, how come this is the 15th edition? Because the first year doesn't count, dumbass. Okay, you'll not understand, but just it is the 15th. You know it. It's true. Okay, Rajasthan Royals. I think will they be inspired by a little bit by Shane? I think that'll only last for 2 matches. After that, they're just shit. Okay. Now we have Jaiswal opening. I like this guy, but I think he's just very raw. And he did get nervous last time when he made a 50 or 20 odd deliveries, 21 or something like that. And then he got very nervous. Butler is there. Butler is as much as a shit test match player, he is just exactly as good like a short format player he is, white ball player. Then Patikal is here. When RCB said, Patikal, you're the greatest, we'll never let you go, we'll never, okay, bye. So then Sanju is there. Sanju Samson, who is doing all these pranks online, trying to get a lot of attention because that's the only attention you're going to get, buddy. Okay, then Heitmeyer is there. Rian Parag, who I don't know why they keep buying him. Nisham is there. Mankad Ashwin. This is real Ashwin. Okay, R Ashwin. People say stop calling him Mankad because ICC is actually making it legal. I thought it was always legal, but they're saying like people will not call you bad names. Okay, Yuzi and Trent Bolt, very very good buys. Prasiddha Krishna is also there. I think bowling lineup looks pretty neat to me. I'm not sure about the batting, although not the worst.
This is the content creation team, like content creator team. You have. Rian Parag, you have Yuzi Chahal, you have Jimmy Nisham.
They're new players. They Bolt, Chahal, Patikal and Ashwin. I mean, that's like really up there on the star index.
No. What I'm talking about is content creation, like the the videos they create and all that. Because Ashwin has his own channel.
Okay, got
and
it.
Yuzi makes a lot of videos and
his
stuff.
Wife is some media, like social media
Correct.
creator. Only.
Rian Parag is also very famous on social media, and then there is this guy, the RR admin, who is the talk of the town.
I'm pretty sure is Sanju Samson himself, who himself put his own picture.
And just want to talk about that controversy. Whatever they were doing, it's a joke or whatever. You will know by the time this podcast.
Otherwise, they'll be like woke people will be all over them.
Right, because the picture which the RR admin has posted, it is he is wearing the Indian jersey. So it's not like a new photo. Someone has taken that photo and then forward. It's most probably Yuzi.
Yeah.
so I don't know if they are even playing. They're just doing this stuff because their social media is just full of cringe like this.
Yeah, this is another cringe. They need to just get their game. They need to be getting better at the game because they need to actually contact the real person, Mr. Nags.
Yeah.
Because he knows his game. He knows it well. Nothing like Mr. Nash.
So I think.
Yeah. What do you think? Last, who's gonna
potential? Come? Yeah, potential. I think they have the potential to be in the mid table.
All right. That's all the teams, all the 10 teams we have talked about. Most of them are crap. Most of them are not crap. Well, that's kind of pretty much how it's going to be. Okay, let's talk about the rapid fire. 5 questions, quick fire questions. Who's going to get the golden spoon, which is who's going to win the champion? But like that should be the last question. No, it should be the first question because our podcast is not popular. So you might leave. So we'll ask you the first question. Who do you think is going to win? It's going to be again the same fucking old people. Rosha, MSD. People like MSD still going to be captain anyway.
Okay, let's make controversial statement. I think both Mumbai and CSK will not
make it a top 4.
Top 4.
Well, it's difficult anyway. It won't be surprised if one of them definitely misses out. I'm definitely putting money on one of them missing out.
I'm putting money on both of them missing out.
I think I've got to check the odds on that. I can buy a new house.
Yeah.
And that can happen.
So yeah, I just feel
the last 2 IPLs, both of them missed out in one each.
Right.
And then won the other ones.
Correct.
That's the best part.
So I just feel that both Chennai and Mumbai have broke their bank on 2 players. One of them is missing and the other one is
joking.
So I just feel that they have completely screwed up. And Mumbai, they have broke the bank on 2 players. The other player is injured. The great Sir Jofra Archer.
Jofra Archer, yeah.
So-
They usually buy players if we just pay them money and they're never gonna come. He's just sitting in his career. He's like, why should I even get up? I should just stay injured. That's the best life ever. I mean, what a life, man.
So I
just
just
like,
feel-
no,
I mean-
we're gonna buy that guy. He's like, I'm just like smoking cigars.
So I just feel Mumbai Indians, that's why 2 players, their balance is off because they spent so much money on 2 players. Obviously, they played smart and retained Sky and Bumrah, who would have gone for more and more money if they had gone to the auction. But I just feel their balance is off. And Chennai, again, I think their balance is also off. It feels like their bowling is very, very thin. I'll be very surprised if they make it to the top 4.
No, you're supposed to tell me that who's gonna win the goddamn spoon, the
Yeah,
golden
so-
spoon.
Golden Spoon, I think it will be between. Okay, I have to just give one name. So I
Yes,
think this
if you
is
can.
DC's year.
With panties.
DC, go DC.
No.
Close it.
I'm gonna make the same mistake I make every year.
RCB.
RCB. I know I'm gonna like go grey. I mean, I'm already going grey. But yeah, well, let's see. What about
I wanted to say RCB, but then I'll
yeah,
let
fair
it
enough,
be.
fair enough. Like, you say something. At least hedge our bets.
Yeah,
Let's
exactly.
hedge our bets. Okay, at least one of us has to be right. Okay. What about the wooden spoon, which is rock bottom? Who's gonna finish dead
SRH.
end? There's gonna be. By the way, there's a bigger battle for that.
There
No,
is-
Merko,
there is- I mean, this is more difficult than choosing who will win.
I think Kane Williamson will just pretend that he's got bio bubble issues from next season onwards. Like, bhai meko nahi aana hai.
I think what will happen is eventually Dhoni will retire and they will buy Kane Williamson with that money. अभी तू बूढ़ा हो तब तक वो 2
Tell
साल
them that you can't retain me. I'm not retainable. I'm just
because
done.
that by that time he'll be 2 years older also, right? So it'll be perfect fit.
Yeah, fair enough. So you're definitely picking SRH, right?
SRH,
That's your hot
SRH.
favorite.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
fair enough. I am still sticking to the shittest team there, which is is it the Lucknow team or is it? I'm just always
Gujarat.
Sorry, it's Gujarat, right? Gujarat is who's captain for Gujarat? Is it
Pandya.
Pandya. Okay, let's pick on that because Lucknow still has KL, right?
Yeah.
So for me it is Gujarat all the way. Whatever the name is, Gujarat, Ahmedabad, Afghanistan, whatever the fucking name is. So that's the team. Okay, what about the orange cap? Orange cap.
It's
the
always KL
orange.
or KL. KL.
Somebody will be different, right? Faf did very well. It was Gaikwad last season, by the way, if you
Yeah,
remember.
but
Do you think
KL will
Gaikwad
not
cannot
be-
make it 2-2?
No, KL.
What about Dave Warner? I'm gonna put my money on Dave Warner.
You put your money on Dave
Dave Warner. You still sticking to KL?
KL.
I think he's gonna be under pressure. Okay, what about the purple cap? The bowling. The last time it was Harshal Patel broke all the records
It won't be Harshal Patel this time.
because Nokia has not come back, so can't put your money on that. But
Yeah,
Ashwin,
it's
I think this
difficult.
time Rashid will actually get more wickets.
It's difficult.
But I think they play him very conservatively.
Yeah, it's difficult to choose. Orange cap. Okay, I'll go with. I don't know who will I go with.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Yuzi just to fuck with people. Yuzi will show everybody how. You're picking Timer Mills, right? You just want to pick Timer Mills.
No,
Jesus Christ.
no, oh my God, no. Okay, I'll go with another
Markers?
spinner. Oh, what? Where did I
If
go?
went too far.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'll. Damn it! Who should I pick then?
I'm picking Yuzi the best. You can pick the Amiro ka Ashwin. The original
Ashwin. No, I don't think it'll be.
Okay. I'm definitely putting money on Chahal. I mean, anything is possible, right? What's the point?
Yeah. So okay, let me pick.
You take it too seriously. As long as you don't put MS Dhoni, we're fine.
Okay.
You can put the other Akmal, like the super fast guy,
Umran.
who'll probably break down like in 2 matches.
Okay. I'll make the boring choice. It'll be again Harshal Patel.
Harshal. We love the good juice. He's not even the good team anymore. Okay, like a final question. Tomorrow the IPL is starting. In fact, when you're watching, it's probably already has started. First match between CSK versus KKR. Who's gonna win?
KKR.
CSK generally doesn't win the first match, do they? I'm not sure.
No, they start very slow.
Anyway, you're just saying that they're not supposed to be in the top 4.
exactly. So they should lose.
They should lose. Which grounds are you guys playing? Like, are they? It's only Pune and Mumbai, right?
Pune, Mumbai, yeah.
And there are 2 different grounds, like
Correct,
the DR Patil and all those things. So it's going to be on Pune and entire IPL. And apparently CSK is playing Mumbai twice. I don't know who made that draw, but
Yeah, the format is different this time. Yeah.
yeah, but like they were trying to like generally you would try to avoid big teams, right? Which will benefit the other team. But this somehow I think
I mean,
it's
there's
the-
no big.
Jay Shaw has done something like
Yeah.
this. This thing Jay Shaw and other people. No, because they both of them will lose, but they
Correct.
don't want their own teams like the KKR
No,
team.
because it's good for IPL also if someone else wins, right?
No, it's also good if the more big matches are happening.
Exactly.
Like then only the shit teams. So it's
Huh.
better for the IPL, better for the revenue and everything.
Exactly.
So, but then some team will suffer because of that. So that was our podcast. What we learned was that you have to sell your kids, you have to divorce your wife, you have to abandon your parents, you have to quit your job because it's IPL time, and IPL will pay the money. Then by the IPL end, you realize you have nothing, and then you can blame it on me. But right now, all you can say is thank you, and you can like and subscribe. This is me, Gav. I was supposed to do that early, but I had a lot more better information. So this is Bikram. He is a father. He has already done what I've told him. Maybe or maybe not. It's like a Schrodinger's cat situation. All right. See you next time. IPL started. Let's get on. Bye.